Hi Veena, I'm Jody.
And I'm Natalie. We came across Mind Valley probably a couple of weeks ago now, maybe a month or so ago, and quite by accident, but of course in complete perfection. And we've done a lot of research into Mind Valley and looked at a lot of the videos that you've got and things like that. And we really knew that we were aligned with our message and what we're putting out to the world. So we really felt compelled to contact you and
Exactly. That's what this video is about, is just to support our application to you to consider a joint venture partnership with us. We are literally at the point with our product, which we obviously believe is pretty powerful, but we're at the point where we do require PR, we do require marketing assistance, and we really do want to partner with somebody who's completely aligned with our vision of what we're doing. And we both really feel that that's Mind Valley. Every time you send us an email, since having joined your list, every single thing that's come through has been absolutely perfect. We recently watched the Cultural Creatives presentation from Vishen, and absolutely hit the nail on the head for us. I mean, we're pretty much the pin-up girls as being the average cultural creative. I'm nearly 43 and
I'm 44 almost.
And definitely, been on the consciousness journey for a while, definitely at that age where it's about, what is life about? It's not about just making money and material. It's about our fulfillment in life. It's about how to give back, how to contribute back to the world. And we really feel that we can do that by default. It's almost like just purely by being who we are and doing what we absolutely love, we know the impact that will have on the rest of the world. So I'll let Nat tell you a little bit about our product.
Absolutely. We've at the moment got a magazine called Into Me IC, which is a digital magazine currently up on iPad. And from there we're also doing a one-day mentoring system. We feel one day is a very impactful way of delivering a mentoring system. So we've started doing that, and we've had some amazing results with the people that we've worked with so far on that. And it's an absolute great love to be able to share that and the mentoring. I guess our message is probably where I want to come back to is one of remembrance. It's not about finding yourself or looking or any of those things, which I guess traditional personal development can be a little bit like. But on our own journey, it really has been one of remembrance, and that's come up many times through different courses we've done, different books and stuff. We've been really drawn towards that sort of, I guess, notion that we already are everything, that we're already perfect inside. We just have to see it, and it really is about remembering that. So we are about self-acceptance, and there, of course, moving into self-love, which is the journey of transformation and enlightenment, is self-acceptance. So that's really what our message is about, and that's certainly what we put out in the magazine. Each month we cover a different topic. That is done on purpose so that we don't get too scattered, that we really do focus in on one topic that is to do with self-love. So we've done compassion, joy, expressing your truth, relationships. So we can really look at a lot of the content and dive into it. And
the magazine itself is a collective contribution. We do have people from all over the world contributing, both regulars and feature article writers. Nat actually is the primary writer of the magazine. I contribute my writings through storytelling, through experiences, being interactive. We've got a lot of videos, which leads me to why it is that we feel that we've got a lot to offer to Mind Valley as well. From what I've seen from who you're actually publishing, it's mainly through digital products and books and speakers, all of which we eventually will cover off in our business as well. But at the moment, our magazine, our digital magazine, we've already got the iPad app, we've already got the subscription website set up, and we really feel that when this magazine gets out to the world, that it's such a supportive tool for anybody on the journey of self-empowerment, self-acceptance and self-love. And knowing that a lot of your products are meditation-based, about the present moment, about coming back into yourself, even Bert's quantum jumping, everything that which you recently advertised at an issue as well.
Awesome.
But what we really feel we bring to the table for you is it's another channel to be able to promote your partners and Mind Valley on a whole. So it is us, yes, it is our magazine. We are the publishers and editors, but to be aligned with Mind Valley and the different partners that you're currently working with and promoting, I really feel it's a good avenue, a win-win-win. And I'm personally, for the last 6 or 7 years, since having first come across Professor Muhammad Yunus from Bangladesh, learning about his vision with when he started the Grameen Bank and his social business enterprise concept, it all fits into cultural creatives. So that giving back aspect, that what I call create giving, creating a giving circle where everybody wins. Everybody gets something out of it. And that's why, again, we've been so aligned to your vision, that big vision of 500 million people within the next few years being touched by and awoken and empowered by Mind Valley products and partners, and we really do feel that we've got a lot to add to that vision as well. So yeah, that's sort of where we're at on what we can do for you, but maybe to tell a little bit about ourselves, and it was funny, we had a bit of a toy around with the idea of our own PR, and you're probably aware of the British girls, Trini and Susanna. So I quite laughed. We watched some of their episodes and we really love how intuitive they are and how direct they are. They give a lot of tough love, but there's a lot that comes out of it. What happens at the end of one of their fashion advice sessions is somebody feels so much better about themselves and they accept themselves a lot more. It doesn't matter what shape or size they are. So we like to think that what Trini and Susanna are to fashion advice, that Jodie and Natalie are to self-acceptance and self-love. So if that works for you, that'd be great from a marketing standpoint. But perhaps to tell a little bit about our stories, we feel that it's probably appropriate for Nat to share her view on me, being that she is such a powerful reflection of me, and I'll share my view on her with her story.
Absolutely. For me, Jodie has always known who she is and that there's something more in life. That's certainly something I get from Jodie. We've been together for 2 years now, so we've got to know each other pretty well. We're very open. We have an extremely open and honest relationship, and we really pride ourselves on that. That's one of the key factors of our relationship. So my intuitive feeling is that Jodie's always been intuitive, that she's always had a healing aspect to her, that she can read people. She's extremely direct, at times embarrassingly so, which has pushed my buttons. But that really is one of her gifts. When she sort of talks about Trini and Suzanne, it's very true. They are very upfront and they say it as it is. They look at the reality of it and go, okay, this is the way it is, so that we can then accept that and move past it. And I really feel that that's what Jodie does bring to the table, is that directness and honesty. She's always diving into the truth. I can often be telling a story and she'll go, that's not the real truth. And she's right. Even I can't see it sometimes. But
I came up with the term one time of the truth barometer, but I think somebody said to me, is that like a BS barometer?
Pretty much. But yeah, oftentimes I can't even see my own story, and but Jodie can feel underneath what's going on, and that is one of her great gifts, definitely.
And from my amazement at Nat's story, I mean, for where she is right now, I mean, she was brought up a strict Catholic, Catholic school, parents going to church every weekend, all that indoctrinated religion. So you could pretty much say that Nat was born into a traditionalist life, but then of course she became a modernist herself and embarking on a career, I mean, very much achieving her goals in life. She embarked on a 13-year career with the Australian Federal Police. And the interesting part about that, I mean, other than fulfilling her own childhood dream, it meant that she also... Well, she earned a lot of money, she invested, she went down the success path, so turned into a modernist, I guess you would say. But that whole environment was so very ego-orientated. She had built up such a protection. So not only did we have that ego protection aspect of being a Catholic and raised in a Catholic household, through to then this amazing career where she gave a lot back to the world in being who she was. She did VIP protection, worked with a lot of dignitaries, and amazing career. Even with the detective work and undercover and all these exciting things things that
Just like TV.
only a federal police agent could do. Very similar to the FBI, the Australian Federal Police. And when she got out of that, really embarked on this spiritual journey, which of course has taken over the last probably 9 years now for her to unravel all of those beliefs and patterns about who she is, and let go of this protective armour of being a protector of herself more than anything. So when Nat writes and when she speaks, it is so raw, and her personal life experiences so many people can relate to, in the sense of how she felt her ego was protecting herself. But over the last couple of years in particular, the unravelling and the revealing of her truth is actually just letting her light shine out now. And that's why we're so passionate about, our two stories. I guess even I have personally stopped my own light shining as well. It's amazing what the mind can do. But what we'd like to talk about, what we love talking about through the magazine, is bringing that truth to the world, and bringing that out to people to say, just how much are you following, let's say, like Vishen says, means goals.
Yep.
Getting so stuck in the how and following what society or your family or tradition tells you should be following, as opposed to what your true heart is singing out to experience. So that's sort of where we're at on what our story is. To have a PR and marketing company be able to tell our story and package it up. Even in our own relationship, we were both married, and we call ourselves the 40-year-old virgins as such, because we were both over 40 when we first actually found each other, and it's been through our relationship and the reflections and the truth that Nat was talking about that we've actually been able to live our truth. So it's amazing how much we can mask our own lives and our own beings. So lots of stories to tell. They are coming out through the magazine.
Yep.
The magazine, I feel, will definitely support Mind Valley if you support us as well. I think it's well worthwhile talking, and of course we'll give you access to all of our current issues. We have another one coming out really soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it would be a pleasure to work with you. I know that we're aligned from the research that we've done, and it's just an intuitive feeling and knowing, and that's really what we're following here. Is not any great mental process. It really just feels right to send you a video right now.
And I think that other part of an agenda and attachment is, while of course our truth and our knowing is saying that we will be working with Mind Valley in some form, we're also aware that, the right person or the right team will show up, because we're living our truth at the moment. We're doing exactly what we love doing.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Thanks, Veena.
Thank you.
Look forward to being in touch.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye.